Sports Pregame Show.
Tonight's game at AT&T Center, it's the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Houston Rockets. Taking a look at the Rockets, they'll look to attack, but with efficiency. They want to push the action, but they also want to make the most out of their possessions. They feel that's the key to being competitive on a consistent basis. Can we talk about Clint Capella? By pretty much every metric, he's improved year after year after year after year after year. Well, he hasn't been around that many years.
I was about to say.
But you know,
listen,
but you get the point.
I love his game. He loves his game. He stays in the lab. What I like about him, he gives you right around 18 and 12 every night, and he can give you some blocks.
He's got that big contract, guys, but, you know, he never stopped working. We could say he's a star as a role player.
Ooh.
Do you stay in the lab?
No.
Then why do you think it's great that he stays in the lab?
He's playing. I'm sitting here next to you.
Yeah. Good point.
There it is, maybe the most famous building in all of Texas. It's the Alamo, of course, here in San Antonio. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. D.A. will join us tonight on the sideline. D.A., it's all yours.
Well, guys, we know Russell Westbrook is fearless on the court and with his sense of fashion. Growing up around Los Angeles, he said, I felt like every day was the first day of school. That's how it was the minute I woke up. And guys, he's starting to release his own lines of clothing and accessories. I have a couple in my closet. Back to you.
Influential with his taste for sure, David. Thank you. A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Harden and Gordon are out on the wings. Tucker and Capella are up front. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. And for San Antonio, it's Aldridge at the power forward with Pirtle at center. Murray out there with White. And it's DeRozan in at the small forward.
Well, you know, last season for the Rockets, not as strong as the season prior. 53 wins and 4th seed compared to 65 wins and the #1 seed in 2018. Still face the same fate in the playoffs, though. Not able to overcome the Warriors.
Now, here's Aldridge. On the wing, DeRozan. Defended by Gordon, and they double up DeRozan. Just 5 on the clock. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. DeRozan's got the first basket of the game for San Antonio. Clark, for the Rockets, that was the 4th time in the last 5 years they've lost to the Warriors in the playoffs.
And it's easy to see why this team has become a bit obsessed with beating the Warriors. They've been unable to do it in 4 or 5 meetings. Team is still in a good spot to compete. I think they just need to tweak just a touch to maybe get over the hump.
Now here's White. Harden missing his last shot. Now White. A floater, and the layup is good.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for Houston. 4-point game. Pass to Capella. And here's Harden. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
You know, tremendous and wonderful balance from Harden. This dude could have been a running back of the highest caliber with his size, dexterity, and balance. Never lets the defense get him out of his rhythm.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Westbrook. Rebound by Murray.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And the shot goes in. White's got his second basket of the game.
Boy, Murray's court vision very sharp, and he's unselfish too. You love seeing that combination.
Harden scanning the floor. From deep three-point range, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Spurs out in front, up by 6. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Rockets elevated by James Harden to one of the league's powerhouse franchises, and he talks about seizing the moment.
This time isn't going to last long. We have a window. It goes by extremely fast. I cherish these moments. I embrace them.
Never a guarantee that the window will remain open.
And superstar players, let's face it, they're best remembered for their championships. It's all about the rings if you're James Harden.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Harden and Gordon are out on the wings. Then it's Clint Capella, and it's Rivers, and it's House in at the 4 spot.
Well, for so long, Mike D'Antoni has been a vanguard on NBA offense. His teams have always played great offense, moving, spacing, dynamic players. Defense has not been at the level of offense, but I think he's actually improved as a coach in that area as well.
Here's Mills. James Harden picking up that last basket. And Capella sends it back.
This is the real strength of Capella's game now. Outstanding at using his length and athleticism to block shots.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
Mills passes to Lyles. Gay scanning the floor. He's off on that one. The Rockets go the other way with it.
Pick up the pace, get the 2-for-1 here.
That's the way to go. Be quick about it.
Yep, that one goes.
And Gordon has the burst of speed you like to see in a guard. Excellent at knifing through the defense to the cup.
Carroll finds Mills. There's 18 seconds left here in the second. The pass to Lyles. Got it from 16 feet. Lyles got his first points of the game.
Yeah, Mills is one of those energizing players who does a little bit of everything, including finding his open teammates.
It's Rivers on the wing. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Rivers has got 5 points so far.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Rockets lead by 1. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Houston holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They lead by 1 point. Kenny, what do you think?
Well, it's always a little bit of a challenge playing on the road, but they came in mentally prepared and physically prepared. The energy in the arena was fierce, but they didn't cave in.
Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
They ran their offense very well in the first half. There were almost no forced shots. It was good, smart basketball. The motion in their offense was terrific. They made those defenders work very hard. I like what I saw from them for the most part.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Austin Rivers with a strong contribution so far in this one.
But really, the numbers aren't gaudy. They don't stick out, but his energy and impact does.
Yep, and you know what? He does the dirty work for him. That grit and grind type of work. Always hustling all the time.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the floor for San Antonio, it's Aldridge at the power forward with Pirtle at center. Derek White is out there with Murray, and it's DeRozan in at the 3 spot. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Houston. They lead by 1. And the minutes down, Clark slightly for Pirtle last season, but his role grew down the stretch.
And not only his role grew, but I think his production improved as well. He got better as a passer. His rebounding took a jump forward. The counting stats won't wow you, but he's making progress and impacting his team in a positive way.
Outside Westbrook. And the three off target. We've got 1:08 left to play in the third. Westbrook against Murray. Here's DeRozan. Aldridge trying to break free. DeRozan's shot is good.
Check out the body control from DeRozan there, guys. I mean, clearly there's contact, but it's almost impossible to affect his shot.
Now, here's Tucker. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Westbrook. And he lays it straight in.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Here's Pirtle. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist from Pirtle.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Here's DeRozan. In the corner, Murray with it. From the wing. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Houston on top. They're up by 2. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. San Antonio trailing here. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. We've got Green. Russell Westbrook out there with Rivers. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's House in a power forward. Here's Green. Gay with the block.
Gay using his reach and bounce to perfection to block the shot.
Now here's DeRozan. To the inside. Aldridge. Good. Aldridge has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for San Antonio.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Now, here's Westbrook. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
Here's DeRozan. Rockets with the rebound. Rivers with it. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and they'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see. Shoot the 2.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. A different look now for San Antonio. Pirtle, he's checked in for Gay. White comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Bryn Forbes. Houston also making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Daniel House. Gordon comes in for Gerald Green. And James Harden has subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And he ends up missing both free throws. And San Antonio shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor. Gordon against White. Shoots the three. And it's Gordon missing. The critical possession right here.
Crowd on pins and needles, Kev.
Inside. Yes!
Man, it's absolutely scary, frightening when Aldridge starts lighting it up like this.
Timeout called, the Rockets. They're trailing by 2. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LaMarcus Aldridge.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Mike D'Antoni was talking about with his team. With this game still up for grabs, he told his team, hey, we're in position to take this one, guys. Let's stay focused and stay together, and we'll get it done. We'll see how it plays out, Kevin.
Outside Westbrook. From outside the arc, knocks down the three.
So tough to stop Westbrook right now.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're down by 1. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
Seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Now DeRozan. For three. And so it's a narrow victory for Houston, pulling it out for the double. this win such a tremendous emotional boost for him?
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.